Hey guys, it's been the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I've got some high-grade new stuff for you to look at, and you can kind of guess the grade as we go along here. Uh, some of them are more common date coins, but are, like I said before, very high grade. So this you may notice just from that nice textured finish. There's that 1913 date. These 1913 nickels oftentimes have that really cool texture to them. And this example is virtually mark free. I'll throw some rough numbers out here. It's kind of hard to put a number on everything right away because, when you get to coins that are higher grade, sometimes the market's a little bit more negotiable than when you have coins that are just more of a common coin. So this 1913 came back. I shouldn't say came back, but yeah, it came back. I didn't send it in. MS67 with the CAC sticker. Pretty cool. It actually does not have a CAC listing for this in 67, which I thought was kind of intriguing. But overall, I would say this is probably an $800 plus type coin. So for the specialist who's looking for one of these, it's a pretty amazing piece. Also for someone who's just doing a typeset and is looking for like a super high grade typeset, and so they may want to use the more common material and just go ahead and get something that's really high grade. That's a coin that might work for you. Okay, next up we have a really lovely 1879 dime, and your eyes don't deceive you. This is a proof, and it's got a nice reflectivity to it. Of course, also has some really great gentle toning to it, and you get some of those deeper blues on the edges of the reverse, but you still have a nice contrast. So this coin, sometimes it's just hazy all around, but you can see, especially on the reverse of this coin, it has a decent black-white contrast on some of the more open areas that are not toned, and then those toned areas get into those deeper blues. And then the obverse is a little bit darker, so you kind of have to get the light at the right angle, but the color is really worth the wait, so to speak. It almost has target toning. And so at this angle you've got no color, and then you get the light, right? And so when I say target toning, what I mean is that it has kind of a gradation of color from the center outward. Not truly target toning, but you've got most of your little pink and magentas going out into your blues all the way out there. Proof 65 PCGS, nice coin, probably $1,000 plus type coin, just because, right? I mean, they're so cool looking. And once you get a coin that is that nice, the price is, like I said, a little bit negotiable. And eye appeal accounts for a lot. It's no two coins are exactly like. Speaking of eye appeal, so this may be for some of you, and for others you're just going to say, well, this coin is really dark, and this coin is really dark, except it's also really colorful. This 1919 dime, and especially on the reverse, where all of a sudden you have all kinds of iridescence going on there. I will say rarely seen green over the word dime. You've got all that green color, and then you've got the full split bands down the center of that coin. Really a lovely piece, just a lovely coin, and also a coin that's maybe close to $1,000. MS65 full band. Quite a bit above. I think Gray Sheets was like $750 on this, but I think it's closer to $1,000. That is a asking price for a coin that has a lot of toning to it, and something that is, kind of unique in this market. I know the toning guys are going largely for Morgans, but the toning market definitely seems to be availing itself all over the place. This is fun because here's you got a type coin that is rarely seen in high grade. And so this is pretty fun just to have a chance at a coin like this 10-cent piece from 1835. And it's interesting because you'll notice the edge here looks like it's shaved off, the edge of the coin right there, by that last star. And this is actually a clipped planchet. It mentions it on the holder. Minor curved clip at 4, mint error MS62. Kind of hard to price this also, because is it priced based on the grade? Is the error add value to it or take value away? That's probably in the eye of the beholder on this coin. Also, mint state 62 would seem to indicate a pretty average looking coin, but I think overall I actually really like this coin just because, you know, generally these guys are so hard to grade because they have this really, shall I say, ugly flat spots. So a lot of these cap and bust varieties, you know, the eagle on the back will get these really ugly flat spots to them across the eyebrow or the wing. But this one struck really well, had some gentle toning to it, and I think the luster is really strong. Once you get it in person, it's got really nice luster to it. But that guy, I think, is going to be in that $1,300 ballpark, give or take. Give or take. We'll see what ballpark. Let's jump into something more modern, shall we? Mid-century modern, 1939. Go from our toned coins to something that is, I don't want to say blast white, but blazing white. Blast white would have no toning. Loving the bird on this guy. Just really great looking coin once you get the luster on there, flowing every which way. This one is actually from the San Francisco Mint. 1939. It has a little bit of toning to it, but overall really attractive. Hard to find this coin in this grade. Super bright. It has a real fresh look to it. I'll say that. It has a couple little breaks in the mint luster there, but they're not really those contact marks as much as they are just, I don't know how to put, what, there's got to be a term for something that's not as deep as a contact mark. This is X Simpson piece, MS66. Really lovely coin. I think this one's probably in that $400 ballpark, give or take. Not a super rare coin, but in the grade that it's in, you're not going to find many of them in that same grade range. All right, next up, here's a coin it's pretty intriguing, this 1876 quarter. And intriguing for a couple of different reasons. It has this really overall gold tone to it, and then it has a lot of other toning on top of that. What's interesting to me about this coin is just it has the look. I mean, and I've talked about the look before in some of the videos we've done for coins that are going to be, you know, that MS66, MS67. It just has a look about it. The toning, though, really hides some of that. But when you look at the fields on this coin, I mean, it just looks like brand new. MS65, interesting coin, probably about a $1,500 coin, but it has the look of one of the coins. It's a much higher grade, but like I said, the toning, and you can see the difference from the reverse to the obverse, right? So the back to the front. You can see how bright the back is and how subdued the front is, and it just doesn't have that same level of pop. But I will say in person it's got a decent amount still, but that toning is subduing it. But the contact marks are nil. I mean, it's just really, really lovely piece. I like that coin quite a bit. Last but not least, now this one, this is what you want all your Morgans to look like, my friends. I'll say it's really hard to get a Morgan to look this nice. And secondarily, it's very hard to get NGC or PCGS to grade an ADS this grade. Very difficult because the ADS comes so nice. So if you want to buy a gorgeous Morgan dollar, you know, just go to a coin show and pick out an ADS Morgan in 65 because some of them will look like other date 66s. So this is an MS67 Plus with a CAC sticker. You know, they don't list these in the gray sheet. I'll have to do a little bit more research on this. But this is one of the single freshest Morgans I've ever had. You know, I know ADSs aren't super rare as far as that goes. Your only real contact marks to speak of are popping up right over here. You got some little marks outside the eagle arrows, pardon me, the arrows. But the rest of the fields are really what you would expect for a coin that has that type of grade to it, and especially the obverse. So what's the rule? You know, the reverse is always nicer, but not on this coin. The contact mark that keeps this coin from being a 68 is on the back of the coin. The front of this coin is which euphemism are we going to invoke here, right? Pools of Luster, is that the one? I mean, it's just really a fantastic, fantastic coin. And also, for those of you who are the traditionalists who want the blast white coin, here it is. Right, so if I could get an NGC label on here, we'd put that first strike on there, right? That's sorry, I shouldn't make fun of modern coin collecting, but I'm just gonna keep ogling, staring at this coin for a while longer. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If any of these are available for sale, there'll be links in the show notes. So, all right, I'm Ben the Coin Geek. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.